Picture this: a man who is independent, self-reliant, and prefers his own company to the company of others. Who do you think he is? A Sigma male, perhaps? In the grand tapestry of social archetypes, Sigma males are the enigmatic loners, the mysterious mavericks who dance to their own beat. They are not the alpha males, those dominant, outgoing leaders we so often hear about. Nor are they the beta males, the cooperative and often submissive individuals who tend to follow rather than lead. No, Sigma males are an entity all their own, a breed apart. They don't crave attention or validation from their peers. Instead, they find contentment in their solitude, in their independence, in their self-sufficiency. They don't feel the need to fit into societal norms or to conform to certain expectations. They chart their own path, live by their own rules, and find success on their own terms. Sigma males are introspective and insightful. They possess a deep understanding of themselves and the world around them. They often have a rich inner life filled with introspection and thought. They are not swayed by the opinions of others, but rather they form their own opinions based on their observations and experiences. They are also adaptable, capable of thriving in any situation. They are not bound by social hierarchies or power dynamics. They are the lone wolves who can survive and thrive in any environment. But don't mistake their solitude for isolation. Sigma males are not antisocial. They are selectively social. They value deep, meaningful connections over superficial relationships. They prefer the company of a few close friends over the noise of a crowded party, and while they may seem aloof or detached, they are deeply empathetic. They understand people even if they choose not to engage with them all the time. So we've established that Sigma males are independent, self-reliant, introspective, adaptable, selective about their social interactions, and empathetic. But what does all this mean? And how does this reflect in their day-to-day life? Still with me? Good. Now, let's delve deeper into the world of Sigma males. So, what makes Sigma males tick? What are their defining traits? Well, let's dive into the enigmatic world of Sigma males, where individuality reigns supreme. Firstly, Sigma males are introverted by nature. They are the lone wolves of society, often preferring their own company to the hustle and bustle of social gatherings. They are not antisocial, but rather selectively social. They derive energy from solitude, using this time to reflect, strategize, and recharge. Imagine a scholar engrossed in his books, or an artist lost in his canvas. That's a Sigma male for you. Secondly, Sigma males are fiercely self-reliant. They have an inherent knack for self-sustainability. They don't seek validation from others. Instead, they set their own standards and strive to meet them. It's almost as if they have an internal compass that guides them. Picture a mountain climber charting his own path, relentlessly pushing towards the summit. That's the spirit of a Sigma male. The third key trait is their tendency to go against the grain. Sigma males are nonconformists. They reject societal norms and expectations, choosing to live life on their terms. They are not rebels without a cause, but rather they are individuals who value their freedom and independence above all else. Consider a musician who creates a unique genre, refusing to fit into any pre-existing boxes. That's the essence of a Sigma male. Moreover, Sigma males are observers. They have a keen eye for detail and are often the ones to notice the subtle nuances that others overlook. They prefer to take a step back and analyze the situation before diving in. Think of a chess player, meticulously planning his moves, carefully strategizing each step. That's a Sigma male in action. Lastly, Sigma males are self-improvers. They are always on a quest for knowledge and personal growth. They believe in the power of self-evolution and are constantly seeking ways to better themselves. Imagine a martial artist practicing day and night, striving for perfection. That's the drive of a Sigma male. But let's not forget, Sigma males also have a softer side. They are often empathetic and understanding, making them great listeners. They may not be the life of the party, but they are the ones who will lend a sympathetic ear when you need it most. So you see, Sigma males are a breed apart. They march to the beat of their own drum, living life by their own rules. They are the introverted observers, the independent nonconformists, the relentless self-improvers. They are the lone wolves who thrive in solitude, yet never shy away from lending a helping hand. But what happens when something gets under their skin? What ruffles the calm, composed exterior of a Sigma male? Let's delve deeper into the psyche of Sigma males in the next scene. Stay tuned. Ever wondered what could possibly irritate these independent, unflappable men? Well, let's dive right into the fascinating world of Sigma males and the things that can get under their skin. Firstly, Sigma males value their solitude. They are the lone wolves of the personality spectrum, preferring their own company to the bustle of social gatherings. So, any unwelcome intrusion on their privacy is like a scratch on a chalkboard to them. Imagine a Sigma male, engrossed in a captivating book, or perhaps working on a project that fuels their passion. Suddenly, they are interrupted by a knock on the door, a ringing phone, or worse, an uninvited guest. That's a surefire way to ruffle their feathers. Secondly, Sigma males are not fans of forced socialization. They are the epitome of introverts, thriving in their own space and time. They prefer meaningful one-to-one interactions over chatty group discussions. So, thrusting them into a room full of people and expecting them to mingle is akin to throwing a cat in a pool and expecting it to swim. It's not just uncomfortable, it's downright irritating for them. Lastly, one of the fundamental traits of a Sigma male is their love for personal freedom. They are the masters of their own destiny, navigating life on their own terms. This makes them fiercely independent and somewhat resistant to authority. So any attempt to control or dictate their actions can make their blood boil. A Sigma male doesn't like to be told what to do or how to live their life. They prefer to follow their own path, even if it's off the beaten track. In summary, Sigma males, those enigmatic, self-reliant individuals, can be irked by an invasion of their privacy, forced socialization, and infringements on their personal freedom. They are like the majestic eagles, soaring high in the sky, living life on their own terms, and cherishing their solitude. So, if you want to stay on their good side, better avoid these pitfalls. What happens when a Sigma male is pushed to his limits? Oh boy, you're in for a ride. Sigma males, known for their independent nature and nonconformist attitude, don't react to anger in the same way as other personality types. They have a unique set of behaviors that set them apart. Firstly, Sigma males usually take a step back when they're annoyed. They tend to retreat into their shells, preferring to deal with their anger in solitude. This could mean spending time in nature, immersing themselves in a good book, or simply taking a long walk. It's their way of processing emotions, recalibrating their thoughts, and finding solutions to whatever has irked them. But don't mistake this retreat for cowardice. It's quite the opposite. This withdrawal is a conscious choice, a strategic move to avoid unnecessary drama. Sigma males believe in picking their battles wisely, and they rarely see the point in engaging in a heated argument that will lead nowhere. Secondly, Sigma males have a strong sense of self-control. They may be boiling on the inside, but they rarely let it show. Their anger is not expressed in outbursts or confrontations. Instead, they channel their energy into constructive activities or deep introspection. Their cool exterior can often be misleading, masking the storm brewing within. Lastly, Sigma males are problem solvers. When something ticks them off, their first instinct is to figure out why it happened and how they can prevent it from happening again. They're not interested in pointing fingers or playing the blame game. Instead, they focus on understanding the root cause of the issue and devising a solution. One thing to note is that Sigma males value respect and personal space. An intrusion into their personal space or a blatant disregard for their boundaries can trigger their anger. However, their response will always be measured and thoughtful, never impulsive or reckless. So, what's the takeaway? Sigma males don't react to anger in the same way as others. They retreat, reflect, and respond, choosing to handle conflict in their own unique, non-confrontational way. Remember, a pissed-off Sigma male isn't your typical angry man. So you've managed to tick off a Sigma male. Now what? All right, let's dive into the deep end of this pool. Sigma males, they're the lone wolves, the introverted leaders, the ones who march to the beat of their own drum. They're not easily ruffled, but when they are, dealing with their ire can be a bit tricky. But fear not, we've got some handy tips for you. First things first, give them space. Unlike their alpha counterparts, Sigma males aren't interested in power plays or dominance tussles. They value their solitude and independence above all else. So, if you've upset a Sigma, the best thing you can do is to back off and give them room to breathe. This isn't about ignoring them or giving them the cold shoulder. It's about respecting their need for autonomy and self-reflection. Next, let's talk about boundaries. Sigma males have a deep respect for personal boundaries, both theirs and yours. If you've crossed a line, knowingly or unknowingly, it's crucial to acknowledge it and make amends. Apologize sincerely, without any attempts to justify or minimize your actions. Remember, Sigma males are highly intuitive and can see through any insincerity. Now, you might be wondering, what if I don't know what I did wrong? Well, that's where communication comes in. Engage them in a calm and open conversation. Ask them what upset them, and listen carefully to their response. But, and this is important, don't push them to talk if they're not ready. Remember our first point about giving them space? It applies here too. Another important thing to remember when dealing with a pissed-off Sigma male is to avoid drama. They despise unnecessary drama and emotional outbursts. So, keep your emotions in check and approach the situation with maturity and calmness. Any attempts to escalate the situation or play the victim will only push them further away. Lastly, be patient. Sigma males take their time to process their feelings and emotions. They won't rush to forgive and forget, and you shouldn't expect them to. Give them the time they need to work through their anger. It's not about waiting for them to get over it, it's about respecting their process and their pace. Dealing with a pissed-off Sigma male isn't a walk in the park, but neither is it climbing Mount Everest. It requires understanding, patience, and a healthy respect for their individuality. And remember, it's not just about pacifying their anger, it's about learning and growing from the experience. So there you have it. The next time you find yourself in the crosshairs of a Sigma male's ire, remember these tips. Give them space, respect their boundaries, communicate openly, avoid drama, and be patient. Trust me, dealing with a pissed-off Sigma male isn't rocket science, but it does require a certain finesse. So there you have it, the enigmatic and intriguing world of Sigma males. We've delved into the depths of Sigma males, unearthing their distinctive traits and what makes them tick. Just to jog your memory, let's recap the key points we've covered in this enlightening journey. Sigma males, the lone wolves of the social hierarchy, are self-sufficient, introverted, and independent. They prefer their own company over the noise and chatter of the crowd. They're the masters of their own universe, not swayed by societal norms or expectations. Their quiet confidence, introspection, and self-reliance set them apart from the rest. We've also explored what really gets under the skin of these introverted individuals. Sigma males, with their fiercely independent nature, detest being controlled or manipulated. They're not fans of small talk or frivolous social rituals either. Challenge their independence or force them into an unnecessary social obligation, and you're sure to see their tempers flare. However, it's important to remember that a Sigma male's anger doesn't manifest in the same way as others might. When pissed off, they don't throw tantrums or cause a scene. Instead, they withdraw, retreating into their shells. Their silence isn't a sign of surrender, but a strategic retreat. They're regrouping, re-strategizing, and when they emerge, they're more focused and determined than ever. Dealing with a pissed-off Sigma male requires a delicate touch. Patience, respect, and understanding are key. Give them space, respect their boundaries, and avoid pushing their buttons. Remember, they're not ones for direct confrontation. So, if you've upset a Sigma male, don't rush to fix things. Give them time to cool off and approach you when they're ready. A Sigma male's world is a complex labyrinth. filled with silent introspection, strategic solitude, and a fierce desire for independence. They're the puzzle that keeps you guessing, the mystery that keeps you intrigued. But isn't that part of their charm? As we wrap up this exploration, it's important to remember that Sigma males are just one facet of the diverse spectrum of human personality. They're not better or worse than any other personality type. They're simply different, marching to the beat of their own drum in their own unique way. So the next time you cross paths with a Sigma male, remember what you've learned today. Understand their need for independence, respect their boundaries, and give them the space they need. And most importantly, never try to box them into societal norms or expectations. So let's celebrate the Sigma males for who they are: the silent warriors, the strategic introverts, the lone wolves. They might be a challenge to understand, but they certainly make our world a lot more interesting. Remember, understanding a Sigma male is like unraveling a mystery. But isn't that part of their charm?